Alrighty, so I have the battery and the mains cables connected to the Brusa. Now I'm going to connect the battery cables to the battery. Now what I have here is I've got a 16 amp fuse on the positive, and before I just connect the negative wire here, got my old friend 100 watt filament lamp. And I'm just going to use this to see if there's any pre-charge or anything there that needs to happen, and nothing. So that's good. So I wasn't 100% sure whether this charger needed any kind of a pre-charging system, but it looks like it doesn't so far. So I'm going to go ahead now and actually connect that cable up. Just make certain again. Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing going on there. Okay. Okay, so we're on. I'm going to put my amp clamp onto positive cable here, so we'll be able to see if we've any charging current flowing. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can get a connection to our Brusa charger first of all. Turn on the mains. Okay, mains is on to the charger. I'm going to go here, Brusa charge star. I'm going to say connect, and it's going to fail. I'm going to cancel that. Then I'm going to go back again, sacrifice a chicken, and I'm connected. Okay, now this is where I want to lay in a charging profile for my 14 cell module, or 28 cell module. There's 14 of the Renault Nissan modules in there, meaning a total of 28 cells, and we want to set ourselves up here on our profile. So I think we should go for a new profile, really. Save the current profile. No. Okay, this starts us off with a new profile. Okay, so NLG operation mode auto. Our nominal battery voltage in this case is going to be about 106 volts, I'm going to say. 106 volts for our 14 modules. Temperature coefficient doesn't matter, this doesn't matter. Get rid of these temperature sensors. Mains current 16 amps, it's fine. Switch off immediately if temperature is above, the battery voltage is above, 115 volts, so let's say 120 volts. Amount of charge above, amperes 10, let's say amperes 65. Charging time longer than, I don't know, 5 hours for now, let's say. Okay, this is our charging profile. This is where we're going to decide what we do. So section 1 is where we start. Maximum is going to be the maximum for the charger, which is 12.5 amps. And we want to charge to about 115 volts. And we're going to say proceed to the next section if the charging voltage above 115 volts. And we're going to say okay, and say that's fine. Going to go to next, and maximum current again can be 12.5 amps. Maximum voltage 115 volts. Proceed to the next section if the current charging current is below amps. Let's just say 5 for now for simplicity. Then we want to go okay, that's fine. Next, then we just leave these as being zeros, I think, and yeah, Yeah, we just leave these all as being zeros. And that should be us, really. We should be able to send that up to the charger and connect our batteries. So let's go profile, send to NLG, data are transmitted. Assume that's done. Thanks for confirming that, guys. Okay, so I'm going to connect the two red wires together. And whoopee, nothing happens. Okay, so I've rigged up a bench power supply, just set to 13.8 volts and clipped it on to ground and pin 2 and pin 3. So we're going to go back onto the computer now, and I'm going to hit that power and we'll see if we can get some charging. Okay guys, power on. General error present. So we have a general error now. So it's detecting power on pin 3. General error present. So let's hit errors. Error. SDT bat volt high error. Okay, so quick look online has kind of pointed me towards what's causing that SDT battery voltage shutdown. It's this emergency parameter here that seems to just get a spike when the charger starts up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to something ridiculous, just like 200 volts for the minute, and we'll see, because we'll be here monitoring, so there's no danger. I'm going to go ahead and send that to the charger. I've checked all the connections, nothing stupid, so let's disconnect. Whoa, we're charging. Wow. Okay, we're charging. It's putting 11 amps into the battery at the minute. So I'm just going to turn this off. Wow. Yeah, I'd forgotten I had the power supply switched on. So let's go ahead and hit the 12 volt supply. The charger is ramping up. We're on mains powers at 1.5 kilowatts at the minute, which is fine. I'm on a fairly thin lead here, so this is the first run of the Brusa, guys. So one thing to notice here, folks, is it's actually quite a loud charger. But the good news is, it is working. Alright folks, so you can probably hear there our Brusa charger is Brusa charging. Quite a noisy little sod of a thing. A few little kind of gotchas there on the setup. As you can see, setting up the charge profiles is very straightforward, certainly for the way that we'd be charging batteries, which is where we just hold a maximum current till we hit a certain voltage. Then we want to hold that voltage until the charging current falls to a certain point, and then simply stop charging. So that's straightforward to program into the Brusa profiles. That ChargeStar software, yeah, even as we saw the last time, it's very messy, but I think at once you'd have it set up, short of adding or removing cells from your battery, you'd probably have no real need to ever reconnect or to change any of the settings. So I'm going to let this thing charge away here, make sure that it actually terminates when it should do, and yeah, then we can look at getting it in the car and getting everything else sorted out. Other bits there, I mean, that emergency shutdown voltage, yeah, that kind of had me going in circles for a while, but it's a bit of a silly thing. I mean, it probably really shouldn't check that when it's first turned on, but you know, this is the thing, when you buy third-party hardware, you kind of have to work with what they decided. But it's a pretty good charger. Obviously we're not running it at near its full power at the minute, just charging 115 volts here. When it's in the car and it's running the full pack, that's when we'll really see it ramp up to full power. Okay folks, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching. We'll be back soon. Hopefully have this thing in the car.